Greetings, my movie ghouls. Welcome back to our Halloween countdown, 31 Days of Horror. I'm Nate, the Ultimate Movie Geek, and I'm joined once again by my lovely wife, Mrs. Movie Geek. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Tonight, we watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose, directed by Scott Derrickson, starring Jennifer Carpenter, Tom Wilkinson, and Laura Linney. I got it right, that's quite good. And this film takes the story of an exorcism, sort of turns it on its head and makes it's set after the exorcism. So everything that we get throughout the film of the exorcism is all flashbacks or different people's versions of events. And I think from that point of view, that film, the film works really well. However, it's quite a hard watch, and I don't think that I would go back to it anytime soon. But what did you think of the film?
I've seen it, I would say maybe this was the third time I've seen it.
Yeah.
I initially liked this film, and I have to say, knowing that we were going to watch it again, kind of put it off a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Because I think I found it hard going the second time. And we watched it last night, and I actually fell asleep during it, which I don't really do. Just find it dull. I don't know.
It's a slow burn.
It is a slow burner, and sometimes they're worth watching. And I don't know what it is about this film, because I don't know. It's got everything in it that I should like, because I really like the actor who plays the priest.
Tom Wilkinson.
Yeah, I think he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I just think I felt like all the film was there was parts of the film that were quite genuinely scary.
Yeah.
And the part where she is in a dorm room and it's the first time it happens, so she wakes up at 3, she goes out, she thinks she can smell burning, she gets back into her bed after a couple of jump scares, and then she's laid there and something falls off. She hears pencils, and the pencil holder on a bedside table is moving, and it literally is like vibrating and falls off. That shocks her, and then the bed covers start being pulled off her, and then she's pinned down by an invisible force. And that was a really good bit, really, like the way it was filmed, because you could see the heaviness, the imprints around it of whatever it was. And her acting, actually, I don't really rate her, but her acting at that point was really, really good. She couldn't breathe, and she did, where it completely crushed her and even made her look smaller.
Yeah.
And as it released her, just the way she breathes, like she couldn't, it was a really, really good bit, that bit, and it was scary. But then there's the other bits in it that are just silly, like when she's in the church and she runs to the church when after she'd just been possessed. Her boyfriend follows her in, he sees her.
She's seen faces of demons.
Yeah, and she's like all bending and that backwards, and like she does all this like weird stuff. And her boyfriend's just sat there, and then she falls to the floor and she goes, "Don't leave me." And he goes over to her. Would you frig do that?
Well, you would if you cared for someone.
Oh my god, I'd totally leave
That's
you.
what sort of fact.
I'd totally leave you. You'd be alone in the corner. I won't stick around if you were all contorted.
Yeah, but there's always ways around it. You know, true love wins, and you just have to get across and hit me with it.
And I felt like in a lot of the film, it was just her screaming.
She does do a lot of screaming.
She's screaming.
I do think that she does the what's the bloody thing called?
I don't know.
Possess. She does the possession well, and it's a lot of shouting and screaming, a lot of contortion that she does. I think it's an interesting take on it, because this version of somebody being possessed, this is based on a true story. I think it's a German lass who died during her exorcism.
And it's an interesting take, 'cause like you said, it's after the fact, so you do get, it's all like flashbacks in a courtroom, so it's different that way. And there is a few sort of big actors in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. Throughout the film, there's a lot
but
of...
I like that they've got, which I'd be one of them on the other side going, that's exactly what it is. They have all this medical evidence and saying she was epileptic, and she had psychosis, and all of that would explain all the things, that the rigidness and the...
Yeah, and not eating and all that.
Yeah, they're not eating because that's a psychosis, and she was talking German at points. And
she's always had the learning.
German, she knew it, and it was like, it was all mental health issues, and that combined with Medicate, and it was really well done. And if I was in that jury, I'd have been like, well, what is it? Is it all that? Of course it's that. Or is it a demon?
Supernatural thing?
It'd be. So it was interesting, because I've never seen that done before.
Well, and I think that's what makes this film stand out for me, is the fact that even at the end, even though we have seen different points of view from it, so we get Laura Linney sees something, things start happening to her, but that could also be just suggestion and something happening. But and we also see the priest seeing this figure, this shrouded figure, and he says that that's the devil taunting him, and like, in fact, he nods at him like the game is on and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty good. But come to the end of the film, the people who are trying to the prosecution, thank you, the prosecution, all their arguments make sense. Everything makes sense. But also you look at the defense, and all their arguments make sense. But even at the end, you don't know. They don't give a definitive answer.
Yeah.
They play it so straight. I know you see... The suggestion there is
that it was a demon. Because...
No, I don't think it does. I think it's...
No, I don't.
You see from her point of view, from what she's saying, and we see her seeing demons everywhere.
No, but we
that could
see
be in her
physical
head.
Changes of her face and her eyes and all that. You don't get that of psychosis or epilepsy.
What physical changes?
There was physical changes in there. Yeah, when she did things. I know they talked about the dilation could be something else.
But that is also from, and like the prosecution say, we don't see that. We see that because we are the viewer, and we're seeing the priest's version of events. He believes. So we're going to see something that he believes. We're going to see these changes. But by the end of the film, you don't know, because even she says that she has stigmata, and at the beginning of the film you see that the barbed wire, it has blood on it and it's dripping, and then you get the title, Exorcism of Emily Rose. So even that is up for debate, and you don't know whether it's true or not. And that's why it's a good film.
I wouldn't say it's a good film. I think the first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it, and I think if you haven't seen it, you should, because it's quite a different take on it. But I've struggled, and I definitely wouldn't want to watch this again anytime soon. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
Oh, I was going to guess you were going to go for a 7, but a 6.
No, it's not worth a 7.
No. No, I do enjoy it. Well, no. I enjoyed it the first time. I think it's a very well-made film. It has some good scares as well, like you said. But it doesn't live up to extra viewings. So I'm not going to go back to that again, because I've seen it. I know what happens, and it just doesn't... I wouldn't want to go back to it.
No. So how many are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it 7 pumpkins for my pumpkin patch. Because it is good. It's a very well made film. And tomorrow night, what are we watching? Is it Poltergeist? If we can find it, we'll watch it. Poltergeist from 2015. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I'm the Ultimate Movie Geek, and you can follow me at Twitter at Movie Ultimate. And we will see you tomorrow for another Halloween countdown. See you later.
For the glory of God.